For thousands of years, humanity has looked back at the ruins of our ancestors with awe and confusion. We marvel at their achievements, the soaring pyramids of Egypt, the megaliths of South America, the stone temples of India, the precision-carved monuments of the Mediterranean, and we ask a question as old as time itself: how did they do it? Our textbooks tell us these wonders were built with primitive tools, ropes, and raw human labor. But when we look closer, when we examine the impossible precision of the stonework, the astronomical alignments, and the sheer scale of construction, we begin to sense something far greater. Could it be that ancient civilizations possessed technologies far more advanced than we've been led to believe? Could there have been a forgotten age, a time when machines and mechanisms powered by knowledge now lost were part of everyday life? This is not mere fantasy. Across the world, clues lie scattered, fragments of a forgotten science, the remnants of what some call the machines of the gods. Let's begin where the story often does. In Egypt, beneath the hot desert sun, the pyramids of Giza stand as the ultimate symbol of ancient engineering. The Great Pyramid alone contains over 2 million limestone blocks, each weighing several tons, arranged with such precision that modern engineers struggle to explain it. The internal shafts are aligned with stellar constellations. The base is perfectly level within fractions of an inch. And when examined closely, the granite chambers bear marks that resemble those made by high-speed drills or precision-cutting tools, yet we are told these people had only copper chisels and stone hammers. Even more mysterious is the discovery of a tiny artifact known as the Saqqara bird, a small wooden model found in a tomb, shaped unmistakably like a glider. When reconstructed and tested, it was found to be aerodynamically capable of flight. Could this have been a symbolic toy, or a scale model of an ancient flying craft, powered by technologies we no longer understand? Egypt's temples whisper stories of light without flame, what some interpret as evidence of electricity. On the walls of Dendera, reliefs show figures holding objects resembling light bulbs connected to cables and power sources. While mainstream scholars dismiss this as mere symbolism, others see it as a literal depiction of lost energy technology, perhaps the same knowledge that allowed the ancients to illuminate the deep tunnels of the pyramids without soot marks or fire residue. The pattern continues beyond Egypt. In India, the ancient Sanskrit texts known as the Vedas and Mahabharata describe machines called Vimanas, flying chariots of the gods that soared across the skies, powered by what was called Mercury engines. The detailed descriptions of these craft, their propulsion systems, and even aerial battles sound astonishingly similar to modern accounts of aircraft. The Samarangana Sutradhara, a 1,000-year-old text, even includes mechanical and engineering instructions for constructing these Vimanas, stating they could move in all directions, powered by controlled energy, a mystery that defies explanation. And it wasn't just flight that these texts describe. They also speak of powerful weapons, capable of destruction beyond comprehension. In one passage, an explosion lights up the sky like 1,000 suns, leaving cities turned to ash and people's hair and nails falling out, eerily similar to modern descriptions of nuclear detonations. Could these be poetic metaphors, or ancient witnesses describing technology that belonged to an age far before ours? Thousands of miles away, on the high plains of Peru, the ancient fortress of Sacsayhuaman stands as another enigma. Its stones, some weighing over 300 tons, are cut and fitted so precisely that even today, no one can slide a sheet of paper between them. The angles are irregular, yet the fit is perfect. Modern engineers admit that to move, lift, and align stones of this magnitude would require cranes, lasers, or diamond-tip saws, tools the Incas were never known to possess. But what if these techniques were not theirs at all? What if they inherited the sight and the knowledge from a civilization far older, whose technology has since vanished? The same can be said for Pumapunku in Bolivia, a site so mysterious that many archaeologists simply avoid theorizing about it. Here, massive blocks of andesite, one of the hardest stones on Earth, are carved with precise right angles, machine-like drill holes, and interlocking joints that suggest the use of advanced cutting technology. These aren't primitive carvings. They resemble components in a larger mechanical assembly, as though they once formed part of a machine. When examined under magnification, the tool marks appear uniform, the kind created by a saw or milling machine, not by hand. Yet these structures are dated to nearly 15,000 years ago. Who, then, was building with such mastery at a time when human beings were supposedly still learning to farm? In Greece, we find the most direct evidence of ancient machinery, the Antikythera Mechanism. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of a small island, this corroded bronze device stunned scientists when X-rays revealed a complex system of over 30 interlocking gears that it was, in essence, a computer, capable of predicting eclipses, planetary movements, and lunar cycles with incredible precision. Dated to over 2,000 years ago, it proves that ancient engineers possessed mechanical understanding centuries ahead of their time. Scholars now agree the Antikythera mechanism could not have been the only one of its kind, which begs the question, where did this knowledge come from, and how much was lost when ancient libraries like Alexandria burned? The further we look, the clearer it becomes that these technologies did not appear in isolation. Ancient stone carvings across the world depict figures holding strange devices, boxes, rods, or circular objects emitting light or energy. From Mesopotamian reliefs showing the Anunnaki with wrist devices, to Mayan sculptures depicting sky gods carrying mysterious instruments, the theme repeats. The gods were engineers, and their tools, their machines, were not symbolic. They were real. Even ancient legends support this view. The Dogon tribe of Mali, Africa, possesses knowledge of the Sirius star system that modern astronomy only confirmed in the last century. They claim this information was given to them by celestial visitors who descended from the sky in metallic ships. Similar stories exist in Aboriginal Australia, ancient Japan, Sumer, and the Americas, always describing beings who arrived with knowledge of agriculture, astronomy, and engineering, transforming humanity almost overnight. Could these gods have been survivors of a forgotten civilization, or perhaps even visitors from elsewhere? Some researchers suggest that remnants of their technology may still lie hidden, misinterpreted as myth or artifact. Consider the mysterious stone spheres of Costa Rica, perfectly round and scattered across jungles with no known purpose or method of creation. Or the Baghdad battery, a small clay pot with copper and iron components, which when filled with acidic liquid, can generate an electric charge. Simple, perhaps, but evidence nonetheless that ancient peoples understood principles of electricity long before Benjamin Franklin flew his kite. Even more astonishing are discoveries beneath the ocean. Off the coast of Japan lies Yonaguni, an underwater pyramid complex with terraces, steps, and platforms carved into solid rock. Some scientists argue it's natural, others insist it's man-made, a remnant of an antediluvian civilization drowned by rising seas. Similar structures are found near India's Gulf of Cambat in the Caribbean, suggesting that entire coastal cities may have been swallowed when the last ice age ended. If these were indeed centers of advanced civilization, their disappearance would explain why only fragments of their technology remain, scattered relics of an age erased by cataclysm. And perhaps that's the missing piece. What if this lost technology didn't vanish by accident, but by necessity? Myths across cultures describe gods warning humanity of a great flood, a fire from the sky, or a global destruction caused by hubris, by misusing the power they were given. In Sumerian legend, the gods destroyed the world after humanity abused divine knowledge. In Greek myth, Zeus struck down the advanced city of Atlantis after its people grew arrogant. Could it be that our ancestors once possessed machines capable of manipulating nature itself, and that their fall was a warning written into our collective memory? If that's true, then history may not be a straight line from ignorance to progress, but a cycle, a rise, a fall, and a rebirth. Every great civilization leaves behind traces of its tools, its machines, and its wisdom, but over time, nature reclaims all. What we rediscover, we often misunderstand. To a modern scientist, a temple is a monument. To an ancient builder, it may have been a generator, a resonator, or a power hub using frequencies and magnetism to harness Earth's energy. Consider the pyramids not as tombs, but as power plants, structures designed to amplify and transmit energy. Recent studies have shown that the Great Pyramid's chambers resonate at specific electromagnetic frequencies, suggesting that its geometry and materials were not chosen by accident. If our ancestors understood how to channel natural forces, from sound and magnetism to cosmic radiation, then their machines may have looked nothing like ours, but served similar purposes: to generate power, to heal, to communicate. Modern science is only beginning to rediscover these principles. Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest minds of the modern era, believed that ancient monuments like the pyramids were energy transmitters. He drew direct inspiration from them when designing his Wardenclyffe Tower, a system for wireless global power. Coincidence, or the echo of knowledge resurfacing after thousands of years. The deeper we look, the more these patterns repeat. Ancient ruins, myths, and artifacts, each hinting at an era when humanity, or those who guided us, mastered technologies we can barely comprehend. Perhaps they were machines built not from metal and wires, but from resonance, geometry, and energy. Technologies that interfaced with the natural world instead of dominating it. If that was the case, then our ancestors were not primitive. They were scientists, engineers, and visionaries who understood the universe in ways we are only beginning to remember. And that brings us to the greatest mystery of all. Where did this knowledge come from? Some say it came from the stars, from civilizations beyond Earth that visited long ago. Others believe it arose naturally, through the evolution of human genius. But maybe the truth lies somewhere in between. Maybe there was once a global culture, a golden age, that spanned continents and shared a universal understanding of energy, mathematics, and consciousness. When that world fell, its survivors became the gods of legend, seeding fragments of their wisdom into the cultures that followed. And we, modern humanity, are only now piecing together their legacy. The evidence is not in myths alone, but in the stones, the symbols, and the science. Every gear of the Antikythera Mechanism, every laser straight cut of Puma Punku, every precise alignment of Giza's pyramids, whispers the same truth. They knew. They understood forces that could move mountains, light the darkness, and perhaps even bend the fabric of reality. And now, as our own civilization races forward, recreating technologies that echo the ancient past, one must wonder, are we rediscovering what they once lost? Or are we repeating the same cycle, standing on the edge of a familiar fall? The ancients may have left behind their machines, but they also left a warning, hidden in myth, encoded in stone, and remembered in the stories of gods and heroes who reached too high. The machines of the gods were not just tools, they were bridges between man and the cosmos. And perhaps, one day, we will unlock their secrets once more. But until then, we can only look at the ruins, listen to the echoes, and remember that the line between myth and history is far thinner than we imagine. Because sometimes, the oldest stories are not legends at all, they are memories.
The truth is never really lost, only forgotten.